So, that which is alive within me is the same as that which is alive within all beings, all humans, all animals. And you could call that God. This world that we live in is a dream world. Simply because it does not last. Just like you wake up from your dreams every morning and they're gone for good, life is the same. Because we die. So you go to sleep at night and then you dream and then you wake up from that dream. Well, now let's use that analogy for life. Say there is God, infinity, pure potential, nothingness. Okay? There's that. You can't really comprehend what that is, but it's existence. It's existence. And non-existence. It's the same thing, alright? Non-existence or existence, whatever, it's the same thing in this case. So you can call it God, you know. And then basically what happens is God goes to sleep. And then what happens is God dreams. And what God is dreaming is what we call the world, what we call reality. When in actuality, it's just a dream. And then God wakes up from that dream. When this body dies that God is playing. Because think about it. You know, we like to think that we are this person, this body, and all these thoughts that we have, like all these beliefs and ideas, and you know, what we do, what we look like. You know, we start identifying with the clothes that we wear, the way we style our hair, how our face looks, how our body looks. We start to identify with what beliefs we hold, what job we have. We start to identify with a lot of things in this world. But think about your life as a baby. What is your earliest memory? This is hard for me to think about. What is my earliest memory? Because a lot of the time when I think about memories when I was a very young child or baby, it feels like, was that real, or am I imagining it, or was it a dream? Because, you know, our memory is not really reliable. You know, it's like that classic, you know, crime scene scenario where, you know, people that were at the scene of a crime are asked about asked about some details of the crime scene, and you can ask different people and they will give, you know, they will make up shit in their mind, you know, not intentionally, but that's just what the mind does. It fills in the blanks. You know, it tries to think back in the past and it just makes it up. So it's hard to think about your earliest memory. But the earliest memory I have, whether it is a memory or my imagination or a dream, whatever, the earliest thing I have seems to be me as a baby in a cot at my grandparents' house in the lounge room, and I'm just like in this cot, and I'm just like that, I think, and I can just like I'm just looking around the room. What I remember is just seeing. I just remember seeing something, just as this little kind of innocent, whatever, just being. See, now there, I was nothing yet, other than, like, just consciousness, right? See, at that point, there was no identification with what I looked like, or what job I had, or what clothes I wear, or what beliefs I have, because I didn't have any of that. Yet I still existed. So, the closest thing that I could call me is consciousness. But then we go back a bit further. How the fuck am I even existing? What was prior to my birth? Where the fuck did I come from? Where the fuck did I come from? And again, I'm not talking about my body or my mind. I'm talking about like this consciousness, this awakeness, this like aliveness. Because that's really what I am. I mean, that's really what when I get down to trying to find out what the fuck I am, I just keep hitting up against. It's like, well, I'm just this aliveness. I'm just this existingness. This is a very interesting, very helpful way to look at it. It's like retracing your steps. Where have you been? Like what are you? And looking at your earliest memory and then being like, well, what was before that? You see, because as a matter of direct experience, which is all that you have, there is nothing else but you. You see, everything I've ever known has all occurred within me / consciousness / aliveness / existence. Right? Everything has all happened within this space, and everything has always occurred here. Everywhere I go, it's always here. Here goes everywhere. There is no here and there. As a matter of direct experience, there does not exist. There exists only as a thought, as a concept. It's always here, always here. It's like, I'm going to go walk to the kitchen. Well, it's here. Like, it's not like I'm here and then I go over there to the kitchen. It's like, no, I'm always here, as a matter of direct experience. The kitchen just appears, visual phenomena just changes, and then the kitchen presents itself, but it's always here. You know what I mean? Now, things become very difficult when you're thinking about this because, as a matter of direct experience, like I said, it is only me. Everything happens within me, or consciousness. And and so it's a very solipsistic view. It can turn into a very solipsistic view because it's like this question: why am I me? Like, why is consciousness? Why is God conscious? Why is God experiencing this body mind now and not another body mind right now? Do you know what I mean? Because right now there is no access to any other experience other than this one, right? This body and this mind. And so it seems that it's like, so this is just how reality is manifesting itself right now. Which suggests that no one else and no other being actually has their own experience. That what's happening is God is dreaming up this dream and pretending to, well, was dreaming up this dream and to drive around in this dream and to interact with this dream has to create this dream avatar, which is this, you know, this vehicle that's a body and a mind. Oh, I lost my train of thought, but yeah, this is what it seems like. It seems that God is dreaming this dream now, and like this is it, like, and it's a solipsistic viewpoint because it means that no other person or being has their own conscious experience. Like, all that is just part of the dream that God is dreaming. And when this dream ends and God wakes up from it, aka death, then God will dream up another thing, and perhaps God will start dreaming it's some alien, or like any this infinite potential, right? Dream up it's a fucking ant or whatever it wants to do, whatever it wants to do. So I have trouble with this, kind of understanding because I mean, yeah, all I've ever known is me. All I've ever known is this experience or this life. All I've ever known is this consciousness, this aliveness, and like so it's this question, why am I me and not somebody else or something else, is I've just not been able to answer it. And maybe it's the wrong question, I don't know, but it's just doesn't make any sense because yeah, why am I me, not somebody else? Because the only answer that I have is solipsism, which rules out everybody, and I'm the only thing. And it's a very, it's actually a very nice state to be in. Solipsism can actually be very peaceful and nice. But that doesn't make it true. Now, is it true or not? I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, it's true that the only thing that I know is me. That is true. But it's not true that I know for certain that there is no other conscious experience happening alongside mine. I don't know that, there's no evidence to suggest that there are conscious experiences other than mine, but there's no evidence to suggest that there isn't. I only have this. And so, in a way, it doesn't really matter. But, like whether this is the only conscious experience or not, the fact still remains that I only have this conscious experience, But it is a very nice state to be in when you just believe for a second that this is all there is and nobody else exists. Nothing else exists other than what your senses are picking up right now. It's very peaceful because it's like, and it just seems very true. It seems very logical in a sense. It seems very like this is it, and this is what God wants to experience. This is reality manifesting itself in this moment now. This is what reality wants to experience. So there's that, and it's a good state and perception to be in. but at the same time, it's I mean, what this whole thing is about freedom as well, and you want the freedom to be able to switch lenses and perceptions and states. And this solipsistic state is not always going to be a very helpful and useful and freeing lens to wear. But yeah, I don't know. Like, my dog is on my bed right now. And, why am I me, not him? And does he even exist as, in the same sense that I exist, that I look down and there's my body? Like, you know? Now, the other thing here is that, well, I'm trying to understand this with the mind, and the mind has limitations. Whereas God, or existence, is infinite, which means an infinite intelligence, an infinite mind. So what's to say that reality cannot manifest itself as many and have its conscious experiences throughout everything? This is another good perception to have, where you start looking at every person and every being as what you are, and you are what they are. That you recognize your true nature, which is that which is prior to birth, which is this infinite potentiality, God or existence or reality. And you see that within everybody else. And you see that everyone and every being is the exact same thing, is reality. Being conscious of reality. It's just consciousness, conscious of consciousness.